Alright, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. So Sui is hitting a new all-time high as we are speaking, and you can see that it has cracked above the last resistance level. Now we don't have any resistance above, and you know what time it is. Usually this means that you're in price discovery, and the sky is almost the limit right as we speak for Sui. So that is great, but I think that I want to show you some opportunities which are in the underlying ecosystem here. So we have a Sui portfolio ever since like last summer from down below here around 70 cents when we're seeing that Sui is beginning to make some crazy moves towards the upside. So we will talk briefly about the price action of Sui, where I expect it to go in this bull cycle. Then of course we will take a look at the underlying ecosystem, and I think that within the ecosystem there are some gems which can actually outperform Sui. So the idea here is betting on Sui, but not actually buying Sui itself, buying something that can even outperform Sui itself. If that sounds interesting, I want to kindly ask you to help me support this video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for Sui updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on Sui and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Without me further running my mouth too much, let me get right into it. As I was saying earlier on, that we are in price discovery at this point, meaning we don't have clear and meaningful resistances above here, except if we want to be referring to Fibonacci retracement too. So from the high that we were having in March 2024 until the very bottom right around August, you can see that Sui has managed to break above the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level. Now, naturally speaking, you want to get to the next Fibonacci retracement level, that is right around $7 here for Sui, and of course finally you're looking at somewhere around $8. Do I believe that this is all that Sui can do in this bull cycle? Definitely not. I think it even has much bigger potential. Why do I say that? Basically, when I come here to CoinMarketCap, I see that Sui is number 12. But the things which are above Sui right now, they are not exactly performing really well. Cardano, AVAX, Tron, ADA, Dogecoin have actually done well, but they're still way below their previous all-time highs. Now, the advantage that Sui has above all of this is that it's in price discovery. And as I said earlier on, the sky is the limit. So it has, minimum resistances to push towards the upside. Then just looking at performance of the chain, I think Sui can easily compete with BNB and even Solana because, everybody has said that Sui is the Solana of this season. I think it's actually true, right? So in the case of Sui, catching up with BNB, you're looking at somewhere around a 6.7x here, meaning that the price for Sui will be right around $34 or something like that. I think it's very much reasonable, but who knows, maybe that is an overvaluation. This is why I'm saying that we have got like other small cap gems in the ecosystem that can even outperform that 6.7x that we were seeing with Sui. Let me start with an obvious winner, and this is Cetus protocol, a decentralized exchange on the Sui blockchain, actually one of the first, if not the first. This is looking pretty good in my humble opinion, and I think that there are going to be exchange listings like Coinbase or something like that in the very near future. Conventional wisdom tells me that we can compare Cetus to things like Jupiter, for example, and at Jupiter's previous all-time high, we can expect Cetus to have a catch-up trade of right around a 10x. So I think that is great, but I think it can even do way better than that. So that's a little bit better than the 7x that we are anticipating here from Sui. The price target then would be right around $4 or something like that. I think that's great. Now, when we come to DeFi Llama and explore the Sui ecosystem, we also see that the leading protocol in terms of the total value logged is Suilend protocol, and it's a lending protocol obviously on the Sui blockchain. Let's take a look at that, and we can see that the chart is also looking very good. We bottomed out a week ago, and this one has got an advantage over the others because it's a relatively new project, and we know the deal. Newer projects always outperform older projects, right? Because there is interest right there. One other interesting thing about Suilend is that it actually migrated from Solana. It was called Suilend initially, then of course they migrated to Sui. Now they're called Suilend, so they have got experience already in the market, and I think it's just a cool thing, right, that you're moving from Solana, which is currently bigger than Sui at this point, means that there is potential on the Sui blockchain. So that's great for this one. The current market cap of Suilend is about $128 million. There are no longer going to be any unlocks until maybe 159 days from now. I think that's actually very much advantageous. So looking at this market cap, I think it can easily do something like a 10x, might maybe a top of about 15x. 2 is also something good. So that's better than the 7x that we were getting from Sui itself. So that's why I think it's a better bet. Now the price to get in that situation will be right around $40 or something like that. That's great. Let me speculate a little bit, and I think that yes, Suilend is going to be listed on either Coinbase or Binance very, very soon, because if Cetus protocol, which has got a way lower TVL, which is like around $300 million, when Suilend is like the leading protocol with about almost $1 billion, I think, yeah, it can easily be listed on these big exchanges, the leading protocol on Sui anyway. So if they believe in Sui, they gotta believe in Suilend as well. So yeah, that's the bet right there. Then of course we can't ignore Navi protocol or Navi protocol. I don't really know how it's pronounced. It has got a good chart, I would say, but I think it's losing a lot of market share to Suilend, which is relatively new, but the chart is still looking okay. It also has got a lower market cap compared to Suilend with about $58 million. So yeah, in terms of like multiples, it can do better than Suilend in my opinion. Maybe a 15 to 20x in that range. We're looking at something like $2.50 all the way to something like $3.30. But I think most of that is going to be dependent on who wins this lending protocol advantage. As you can see right now in TVL, they are almost neck and neck, right? So if one breaks away, I think that's going to be the winner. We also have got another lending protocol here, which is Scallop. And from a technical analyst's point of view, it doesn't look all that bad. Actually, it's sitting on a support level and it looks to pump hard. But again, there's a very strong competition with these lending protocols on the Sui blockchain, Suilend, Navi protocol. We also have got Scallop right there. Really, the TVL hasn't moved in like the last 6 months or so, and I don't know why. So that's why maybe the price action has been like that. We'll monitor it very much closely. Let's talk about one new project that is very much speculative, and that's Sui Agents. So the ticker symbol is Sui AI, current market cap $11 million. This is micro cap. The risk is very high. But of course, at this point, with the current trend of AI agents, this can actually turn out to be big. Also, it carries the name Sui AI agents. I think that's really, really great. The chart really doesn't give much more information. So right now, just betting on speculation. We'll see how eventually it plays out. Tiny market cap, $11 million. I think this is where you can easily get that 25x, that 30x and stuff like that. But the risk obviously is too high. Let me also mention Suipet, and why I believe it's going to do well is because it's a launchpad on Sui. So if the Sui blockchain is going to be as big as Solana, for example, or BNB, yeah, launchpads are going to be doing well because projects have to come to the Sui blockchain and they need this kind of thing. So this is another tiny market cap that has got about $7 million. It has got potential to grow towards the upside, but of course, I mean, nothing is guaranteed 100%. So let's say in the best case scenario, if the launchpad actually gets a lot of traction, you're looking at something like a 25 to 50x from these tiny market caps. Of course, the risk is too high, but then again, you know, sometimes fortune favors the brave. Tell me what you think about this Sui portfolio. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you on the next update. Take care. Bye-bye.